Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria, the Broken and Bleeding Heart. This is episode 25, I believe, and I am your host and DM, Lord Lucon. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and who are you playing as, starting from right to left.
I'm Chris, and I am Summerheart, formerly the pony with no name, male earth pony from Sunnytown in the Everfree Forest. Escaped from a terrible curse that consumed every pony while outside town, and had lost all joy and happiness in the heart, and never spoke a word for it. But after facing his own dark demons, he's finally been reborn, so to speak, with a name and a cutie mark, a purpose, and someone to love.
Got it.
Excellent. Karma? Karma, if you're saying something, we cannot hear you. Blizzard Star, yep. Blizzard Star says, "Hey folks, I'm Karma the writer, and I'm playing the unicorn character Blizzard Star, brother of the previous character known as Snow Comet. I believe he's currently sick right now. So most of his communications will be done through text today." Yep. Oh, I got you, man. I get you. I'm glad that you made it. I mean, I get you, man. Sometimes I don't feel good, and I'm like, man, I have to do this. I appreciate you showing up. I really do. Thank you. And Athena, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and who are you playing as?
Well, I am playing as the changeling, Luminescent, happy-go-lucky character who is out to spread a little bit of joy to fellow changelings and anybody else that can be reached. At the moment, having an interesting time freezing, as a bug does in the cold north here, and exploring different options for how exactly we're going to deal with the sadness of losing the favorite puppy of the campaign here.
Well, he had options.
Yeah, options, but you have to take the best option, and none of them were great. The best option, would have been best not to lose the dog in the first place.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Can anybody tell me what happened last time?
Well, after that significant battle, we've got the Draco Lich restored, and we're just simply calling him Draco to keep it easy. There was some debate over what we needed to do, but ultimately, thanks to the symbols of the waterfalls, we still have to find the spider folk, who, according to the legend, were able to weave protection for us to endure the atmosphere of cruelty's plane of existence. So before we are ready to face cruelty, that is the one final piece of the puzzle in the symbols on the falls. So it seems. And thus we are making our way. We're looking for wherever these spiders are.
Does anybody have anything else to add? Okay. The party finds themselves in a snow cave. This is the second level to this dungeon, which you guys are, strangely enough, ascending instead of descending. The slopes go down towards the entrance, which is right here. I believe it is the top of the round. Draco Lich, what do you do as you turn around the corner and literally just breathe one breath and knock out a squad of flesh hounds? What do you do, Draco Lich?
Well, considering there was the sounds of scurrying around this corner, but it was the sounds of creatures retreating rather than coming towards us.
Excellent.
So the dragon's continuing to come along. And this time, just... If the Draco knows where the spiders are, well, we're just going to let him take the lead, which would serve as...
Roll me mind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if the Dracolich would like to roll me mind, see if he can recall where the spiders were. Nope. Unfortunately, the Dracolich does not recall where the spiders were. Anything else, Dracolich?
Aside from that, Draco's continuing to just take point. If that helps to keep enemies away from us, fine by us. We'd rather not fight them. We've got bigger fish to fry.
You have a massive dragon leading the charge. Not a lot of stuff's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go face that. Luminescence, it's your turn.
Okay, sounds good. So, I'm going to, well, we're already a little ways down the path there. Try to get a look around the corner.
Sure. The edge is right here.
Excellent. Go up to the edge, kind of poke around there.
Sure. You want me to move you, or are you good?
Probably better if you did it. I seem to always have trouble.
You peek around the corner and give me a mind as you stare down the dark hallway.
All right, let's... Fine. Roll to the train. All right. Why is it having a problem?
Okay. Would you like me to roll for you?
Well, yeah, just let me figure this out. If you want to roll and get this one done, it'll be great. I'll go ahead and see if I can... Hey, there it is. Okay.
Got it?
Which one? I think so.
Okay.
I don't know why it's being weird today.
It's roll 20. There have been several updates, by the way. I have yet to review them. But yeah, roll 20's been doing a lot of stuff, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I've noticed that it's been changing. I'm sure part of why I'm having a little bit of confusion figuring out why it's not doing things immediately, but I think that worked. So.
Well, it's working on my end. I'm not sure.
Okay, good.
You rolled a 7. Would you like to keep that?
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Well, you know what? I think I can do better. I just have so many.
Gonna reroll?
Reroll.
Well, you got a 7. I guess that's what it is. It's just fate. So in the distance, you see what appears to be 2 objects floating. Not sure what they are. Kind of wispy creatures just floating in the air. You're not sure how to make them out, and you're not quite sure if you've seen them before. Not sure if they're friend or foe. But you see wispy creatures in the distance. Summerheart, it's your turn.
More of the flying jellyfish things.
I come trotting along aside next to Luminescence and gaze into the darkness as well while waiting for the others.
Roll me a mind. Oh, natural 20. Okay. Tell me how you see everything.
Oh,
do you have like bat radar or something like that? Echolocation?
Well, Earth ponies just have that natural affinity to the earth. And with all this time underground, plus being in dark places, I have my moments of just being able to see things in the dark really well. To say nothing of just being a pony of all trades.
So we get this scene, right, where Luminescence is like, turns to you and says, tell me what your Earth pony eyes see, Summer, right? And you're like, they're taking the hobbits? No. You see 3 grasping spirits, 2 cruel imps, who are currently invisible, by the way. 4 cruel bats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correction. Yeah, 6 Algari. 1 giant royal demon sprite. Parasprite. A magical nightmare. A tainted book. And then a demon sprite. And then I need you to roll me a mind for this because this is actually really, really tricky for this one. This kind of gives stuff away.
And I am going to spend 1 token to reroll.
Sure. There's another thing that you're not quite certain. Like it's not a solid object, right? Like it doesn't have a physical form, and it's not a spirit either. Because of your natural 20, I'm going to tell you that it's a demon, but you're not quite sure what it is. It doesn't have a form. I'm fairly confident you've seen it or felt it before. Anything else, Summerheart, as you go around the corner and witness everything that's in this dungeon area?
I just convey to Luminescence a few dozen monsters, many of which we've already seen and fought before, but there's something else in there that I can't quite make out.
Well, that would hardly be too surprising. We've run into a whole bunch of unique creatures so far. Hopefully none of them are going to be quite as vicious or overpowered as the ones we've been up against so far. But we'll see. It'll be interesting to learn regardless.
Anything else?
Other than that, I just continue to stand by Luminescence while waiting for our friends to show up.
Okay, something happens. Why is that not showing up? Is that what it is? Yes, it is. Okay. What in the world was that?
I don't know.
Spell goes off. A creature moves. Creatures move. Creatures move. Fireheart, it's your turn. Fireheart, what do you do? Athena, you have control over Flurry.
Okay. Well, good. With Flurry Heart up here then, we're going to make sure we get her to... What?
Fireheart is currently right here.
Oh, wow. Yes.
What does she do?
So, we're going to get her up with everybody else who's poking around the corner at this point. And we're going to go ahead and try and see if we can get everybody else up there so we can all move in together. It sounds like there's quite the pile of enemies. So.
Okay. Is she going to cast any spells? As a DM, I'm going to be friendly and help you out. She has currently telekinesis, stout heart, creative flair, music, stun ray, teleport, visibility.
Well, teleport is not unexpected. Can we do a group teleport and get everybody into the fight quickly?
So you guys are currently, let's see here if I calculate this, about 3 turns away from combat. Are you sure you want to teleport?
Well, maybe not then.
Currently, from what you understand from your companions, they're currently running away from you. You have a giant dragon leading the way, and everything sees it and is running away from you guys.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's not so bad then. Maybe we just get the dragon up and stay close to it, and most things will avoid us. That would be nice. So yeah, I don't think Flurry's going to do an awful lot more than that at the moment.
Okay. Book's turn. Excellent. It's up. Spells go off. Blizzard Star, it's your turn. What does Blizzard Star do? Join in with my friends and maybe see if I can scout ahead a bit. Okay. Or would you like to scout? Your companions have warned you that there are currently multiple enemies ahead of you. How are you scanning? That's a good question. Do you have like a detect magic or sense magic, or do you have like a pony sense? How are you doing this? How are you scanning for magic? Sure, yeah. Would you like to keep that 5? Okay. I obtain 1 token of darkness. I don't have to do anything. They just have to roll that. Oh, okay. Well, I have a question. Blizzard Star. There is a book within your saddlebag that is conscious and you have talked to it. Would you like to consult with this book as it is now currently probing your mind? You have a forbidden, tainted book within your saddlebags. Would you like to use it? Yeah, I mean, the dragon, that's fine. Right? What would you like to ask this book? You bring out the book, and your eyes begin to glow slightly. Green color. It greets you and says, I am here to serve you, master. What do you require of me?
No. Colossal beatbox.
Well, the spider folks? Sure, let me see if it has any knowledge in regards to this. It is a book, after all. in mind. Maybe history. The Tainted Book tells you, he's like, there are no Spire folks here in this cave. The cave that you seek is to the north. Other bugs reside there. Let's see here. North. Okay. Where do we find the portal to, though? That is another question that we will have to ask in the next round. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. You brought out your book and asked it a question, and that's good for now. Something happens. The flesh hounds are pretty much done for. Yeah. We can mark those guys off. Top of the round, Trigger Lich. It's your turn.
Comes around the corner here and takes point in front of the ponies there.
Excellent. Whatever happened when you could see them, right, or sense them, they have now fled beyond your vision. That doesn't mean that you can't hear them, because it's a cavern, so their foots and their like hollers and screams are down the cavern, so you can still hear like a scurrying. They're no longer within your 100 feet visual range, Draco Lich.
Well, Draco will just simply do one of those snorts of derision, almost as if to say, cowards, but at the same time, we'd rather not fight them.
Sure.
We've got more important things to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
And time is precious, so it just snorts at them, and then just looks over to the ponies accompanying it in silent, one of those silent nods.
You unconsciously stroke the crystal that the ponies gave to you. That's a fond remembrance of your beloved pony. Luminescence, it is your turn.
Well, I say nothing of carrying the shard of Princess Amor somewhere.
He's got it with him.
Okay.
He's holding.
Well, let's see. So, got most of the party together here. Good.
Are you going to
I'm sorry?
Are you going to teleport?
I'm not sure if Luminescence has teleport.
Flurry Heart. She was saying she was wanting to teleport the battle.
Oh, yeah.
Does that change?
Well, no, that didn't change. We were just waiting for everybody to get there so that we could go together.
Well, everybody
Didn't
has
want to
been.
go.
This is like the closest everybody's been.
Okay, let's go for it then.
Well, it's Luminescence's turn. What does Luminescence do?
Oh, I know. Luminescence is just going to prepare for combat there, get everything ready, psyched up, and wait for the signal from Flurry Heart.
Excellent. Summerheart, it's your turn.
Oh, seeing as how the dragon's having them on the run, just continue to walk on, and I will go right about there.
Sure.
And continue to... Technically, I'm just walking along with my friends. We're all just staying together as a group here. We're just letting the dragon, Draco, take point, and we're just following along behind in equal stride.
Excellent. Cast the spell while maintaining.
Go with I would say go Capcan or Falcon. Or Ernie.
It goes off. Creature moves. Creature moves.
Does it ping like when somebody
Creature moves. Flurry Heart, it's your turn.
All right.
I'm up at the doors. No, like
We're going to see if we can teleport into a spot right surrounding a few of the enemies here.
Sure. Where would you like to teleport?
I would like to teleport to.
put one on
Let's see if I can.
Put one
Ping
I'm
it?
sorry?
Can you ping where you'd like to teleport?
See if that's still working the way I expect it to. But not likely. So we have it up. Come on. Come on. You know you wanna.
So this
Work
is
with
an
me here.
ice cave that Flurry Heart has never been in.
Right.
She's wanting to teleport here. Okay.
Well, we're looking down the hall.
Correct.
So just down the hall, where we can see the enemies in a group, is where we want to teleport. It's short range. It should be
Sure.
relatively easy.
Sure. Who all are you taking with you?
Everybody. Well, basically everybody.
Is everybody
Okay,
willing to go with this teleport? That's a good question.
Including the dragon, if we all can, yes.
Sure. So the DC is per individual, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're only going a few feet, so 5 plus. How far are you going?
Well, so how far is the first enemy down the hall?
So the enemy, okay, so the hallway zigzags back and forth like a ridge line, right?
Right.
So you're trying to teleport to the end of the hall, which is about, I would say, 60 to 70 feet.
Okay. So something like 50
DC
feet.
10. DC 10 teleport should do the trick.
Okay. And let's see. What are holes?
Now, here's a good question. Would you guys like to reset your turn order to Flurry Hearts?
What do you mean?
So everybody would follow under Flurry Heart's turn order. So it'd be like a group action. Everybody goes all at once on Flurry Heart's turn.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Sure,
something
we'll give
that
it a
you
try.
wish to do? Because a lot of people lose their initiative order if that is something that you wish to do.
May as well.
Okay. So everybody goes on Flurry Heart's turn. Is this agreed upon? Blizzard Star? Draco Lich?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. Okay. So everybody's losing their turn order and defaulting to Flurry Heart's turn.
Right.
Okay. Interesting. Sure, I got everybody. Okay. All right. Flurry Heart teleports everybody around the corner, I assume. Go ahead and roll me a teleportation.
Yeah. Well, here, Flurry Heart. Heart.
What?
No.
What? Oh. Yeah, that's no problem, Flurry Heart. We just all zoom right around the corner. Bloop.
Very good.
All right.
She's
Well,
the one
giant-
with the mass teleport.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I can do that. No, I think that's fine. Okay. So, everybody teleports. Another thing happens. Let's see here. A second here. There we go. Spell goes off.
Go look at his camera.
Moves. Stays. Draco Lich falls to Flareheart's. Don't need that one. Moves. Flareheart, you're the captain of it, and then we'll go right down the corner. Flareheart, you're up. Everybody defaults to your command, Flareheart.
Okay, well, first thing we're going to do then is target one of the demons and go ahead and take a shot at it.
There are no targets available to you within 100 meters.
I thought we were teleporting to the enemies at the end of the hall.
There are currently no enemies at the end of the hall.
Oh, well, I guess that was unnecessary. Let's go down the next hall.
Are you teleporting again?
Well, we're going to look first. Look before you teleport is usually a good idea.
Why do you want to teleport into the midst of the enemies?
Yeah, I'm a little confused about that, too.
Well, why are you? I asked you the question, why are you? And you don't even know why.
So the enemies are fleeing around the corner, right?
Oh, they all ran away.
Yes, they know this area quite well. You guys have been kind of poo-pooing around as they're running away.
All right, we'll have to give chase, I guess, a little bit.
Sure.
Why do you want to give them chase?
Because I want to deal with them so we don't end up with a whole big mess of them all at once later. If we can take out at least some of them in separate, smaller portions, then it's going to be easier.
Because for the moment, it doesn't seem like they're interested in dealing with us. They just want to run away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's part of what I'm worried about. If they all run away, and they keep running away, and then they all show up in the same room at the same time having fully regrouped, we've got a big fight on our hands. But if you think we should let them go...
We've got more important things to worry about. We have to find these spiders, and we have 4 days before Cadence can no longer hold the shield that protects the Crystal Empire.
I think we're down to 3, but yes.
Either way, time is very precious here.
Place one there.
After this game session, it will be 3.
And then place on the 2 doors that lead to that.
What do you do, Flareheart?
Well, we're going to continue down the hall then. Not worry too much about whether there are enemies there or not. We've got to make progress, and we're dallying too much. No, we're just going to walk.
Okay. Where would you like to walk to?
Well, the end of the next hall. We're just going to keep going.
Okay. Everybody may move as they wish.
When the others move, I move. We just move as a group.
This is the end of the hallway right here. Did everybody see my ping?
Yes.
Okay. That is the end of the hallway.
And is there any branching here, or is it just another switchback?
It's a switchback in 3 different directions. One is to the next level. One is to the next level. One is going up, and one is going to the even level ground. That's what it is.
All right. So what does everybody want to do?
So there are
Up,
3
down.
directions that you could go. Go to the next level, go up, or go to like the level that's you're on. So actually,
I think
right there.
if we're looking for the spiders, down seems to be the most likely way. So, unless there are objections, we'll head that way.
Let's just keep going.
A Blizzard Star says,
Okay,
the
we'll
way
go.
I see it, in order to get out of this cave, we're going to have to deal with them sooner or later.
Well, I certainly agree. But we have to get into the cave and to the people we need to meet first. So, bidders.
I'm going to assume everybody's going to keep up with the Draco Lich. Is anybody saying
Yes.
no? Okay.
Yes, we're staying close together here.
Yes.
Is anybody doing anything special now that you see the 3 separate directions? Technically 4 since the passageway you just left, but there are 3 new directions.
Well,
I think we're going down, or at least that's... No one has objected to that yet.
So this one right here is the level. This one goes up, and this one goes to the next level. Where would you like to go?
we need to go downward, whichever area,
That'd be the next level. Is this what the party
Next
wants
level,
to go to? Okay.
if the next level goes down, we take that one.
Copy and paste everybody. Copy. You move on to the next area.
Oh, London.
As you enter into this area, you notice a slight temperature difference, as if it is getting warmer. What do you guys do as you enter into this scene? Once again, you are in an ice cave and you can feel the temperature rising. You can actively feel the temperature rising as you descend down into the depths.
Draco mentioned that the spiders live deep, but was it mentioned whether they prefer colder or warmer environment?
It's just sitting on the window.
Are you asking the Draco Lich this or what?
Yes.
Draco Lich, roll me a mind to see if you can recall where the spiders like to live. Draco Lich, you're very confident, very, very confident that this is not the cave in which they existed in. The cave that you remember was in the north.
All right,
Not
then,
even
so
this
we'll just...
location.
So then, okay, then we need to leave this. We need to leave these caves and this particular mountain, wherever it is, and hurry towards the northern regions. So let's head back and look for a way out. If going up will help us get out, then let's go up.
Okay. So, the Draco Lich says, wait a second, you want to leave my horde undefended and leave this place.
What other options do we have?
He shrugs. He's like, I'm not going to leave my horde here for the scavengers of cruelty and plunder.
Well, I could have sworn we persuaded him to come with us in the first place.
Yes, to defeat cruelty. is going to come to help you defeat cruelty. The spider quest was not part of that deal. Blizzard Star says if you don't come with, cruelty will win and take down everything. Take you down. Take you down anyways. But there we go. My bad.
Everything.
The Draco Lich tells you that my main goal was to resurrect my beloved. It was you who convinced me to come with you to confront cruelty. Not battery. Not a battery. Did I not plug it in? I did not plug it in. That's a warning. What do you guys do as this dragon, the Draco Lich, tells you that his goal is not the same as yours to go find the spiders? His goal is currently to help you go and defeat cruelty, not go gather objects for you to face cruelty again. He says, do you even know where this cave is? Fortunately, you guys have a map.
I don't think we have any idea where it is. No.
Yeah, do you even know where it is?
I then ask. Do you?
Roll me a mind, Draco Lich.
Aside from the north, more specific.
1,000 years ago. See if he can remember as you're showing the map.
Come on.
Yes, he says, we are currently here. He points to this cave right here. He says, the cave that you seek is right here.
Well, that's convenient then. Let's go there.
Let us. Well then, if that's where the reformed changeling hive is it not?
Yeah.
Can we teleport there? Especially since we've been there already.
Blizzard Star, you quickly realize something, but isn't that the same cave Cruelty is hiding his forces? I think Blizzard Star, you quickly realize, like, oh my god, we are in the middle of Cruelty's camp.
Wait a moment. This is the heart of Cruelty's camp, or that is?
So, you guys are aware of the Bloodstones, which they use to teleport around. You have yet to uncover their teleportation devices, but you're fairly confident that this cave was once the Draco Lich's, and now Cruelty has turned it into his own base of operation.
Okay, so for the sake of things here, I'm going to make a mark of this here. I'm going to draw this around in red to remind us that Cruelty's base, pretty much the base. And if that's the case, then we should let Draco go his own way for the time being. Teleport us to the changelings. And there find the spiders.
And then probably to Chalkhill.
Now you guys remember, you guys being at the changelings place, there were no spiders there. You guys have actually been in there, been inside.
Oh yeah.
First
Yep.
cabin.
There
Well,
were no
we can always
All the operations.
ask the locals if there are any spiders around that we didn't happen to see.
Which one? This cave or this one? The Changeling's cave or the cave where the Draco Lich and the forces of cruelty are in? Which also puts them incredibly dangerously close to the Crystal Empire. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days march onto the Crystal Empire. They're also close to Yakistan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days away from Yakistan. It's a very good central hub in which to attack from. What does the party do?
Well, we've got. Let Draco go to defend his horde, and if forces of cruelty show up, blast them away. We ourselves need to find the spiders. And if this is the only place where they are found, then perhaps we can teleport there. And if we don't find them immediately, ask the changelings.
Once again, we're at the party. We stand upon an area which is noticeably warmer. What does the party do as they enter into the scene? You guys are quickly folding your maps and man, there's no spiders around here. And then you're like, wow, okay, where's this book and this dragon still telling me that they're not here? They're in the chain. So what do you guys do as you guys are figuring this stuff out? What are you guys doing? Okay, we don't need the Draco Lich. What are you guys doing?
Well, I've explained my suggested course of action.
So, it seems like we should just get over there to the Changeling Hive quickly, work out whatever is going on, find out if they know anything about the spiders, and having done that, get back. Whether the Draco Lich wants to come or not is basically irrelevant.
Yeah.
There's a star, but isn't that the same cave of cruelty as hiding his forces? Yes. And first, I want to check out the hallway in front of us. What do you do? As the star approaches the hallway, noticing that it gets warmer and warmer, closer to a sauna as you approach the end of the hall. You can hear your companions fighting and arguing back and forth, the Draco Lich is I'm here to defeat cruelty, and everybody's we should go get the spider stuff, and they're no, we need to do this, and then Flurry Heart's no, I need to hurry up and save my mama. What are you doing, Blizzard Star? You want to take a moment of peace to think through this? As you do this, you can feel the intense heat rise as you begin circling around this corner. You can see the bright light of what appears to be some sort of radiant energy. Roll me in mind as you approach this area. You're not sure what it is. You have no idea. It could be, anything. Hot. Fire. Spend 3 automatic to succeed. Okay. You know that this is a volcano. Tell me how the tokens of friendship tell you that this is a volcano. Some geography or some sort of book that you read. I'm curious on how he knows that this is an active volcano. Blizzard Star thinks, letting himself calm down a little, allowing himself to think a little clearly, thinking and coming up with the answer you through logic. You are in the heart of the volcano. Roll me a mind as you look into the volcano. Yeah, you see a figure in there. Something within the lava. A figure. You should roll me a mind to think of like what's something like this before. Let's see if you've encountered this. You have no idea what this creature is. No idea. Look at survive in the temperatures of burning lava. It eludes you. It's mind-boggling. Creatures don't live in lava. I mean, except for dragons and stuff. But, you don't know. It's very strange. Very peculiar. But it says, yes, it is very strange, as the star says, but it could be a minion of cruelty, so I better be careful. Both accurate statements. Lava creatures have always been known to be dangerous. Sure. How are you doing this? Would you like to approach the lava? How would you like to get a better look, buddy? Use an ice method to create. Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll me a cryomancy as you walk into this area, I assume. Oh, yeah, not a problem. Due to the intense heat of the situation, you have 17 rounds before the cryomancy, I guess, armor or your magic fades. So you have 17 rounds to be in here. Let me know when you want to go in. In the meantime, as you're exploring, we'll head back to the group. The Draco Lich tells the party, I'm not leaving my treasure or my beloved. What does the party do?
Well, it seems like we have no choice then to let Draco return. And like I said, if we can teleport to where the other changelings are in the north, let's do that.
The Draco Lich shakes his head and he says, you are mistaken. I will find the pieces of my beloved. That is my goal.
Well, by all means, go your way.
You are
We will have
abandoning
to
the quest to
spiders on
destroy
our own
cruelty.
then.
You are abandoning your quest to destroy cruelty.
Are we? How so? If discussion with the spider helps us to achieve the necessary steps to actually defeat cruelty, then by all means we should do it.
Your request of me was to help you defeat cruelty. Are we not doing this?
Yes. We are doing
I do
this.
not see how
There is no way we do not do this.
I do not see how going against spiders will help us or help me to defeat cruelty.
As we explained, we cannot survive in cruelty's domain without protection that the spiders offer.
That's assuming that the spiders.
Well,
Like I
sometimes we
said-
have to take a chance.
Like I said on the symbols of the waterfalls. Those spiders were able to weave protection that enabled its wearer to survive in cruelty's environment.
Indeed. You've not been to cruelty's domain.
I do not know for certain if the closest we were ever in something that resembled it was that cage with all those creatures and that very hectic atmosphere. But whether that was cruelty's domain or simply something else, I do not recall if that was ever determined.
I have been there.
You've been to the caged area I speak of, or to cruelty's domain?
Cruelty's domain.
Would we survive there as we are now?
Roll me a mind dragon. I knew 3 great champions and my beloved. Actually, 2 great champions and my beloved, and we could not defeat cruelty. You are inadequate.
I'm not speaking about the heroes themselves. I'm talking about did they use the protection the spiders provided in order to endure the elements?
Of course.
Would we survive without that protection the spiders used? Would we be able to endure the elements without the protection the spiders provided?
You are doomed, no matter what you do. Whether you gather an army of millions to face cruelty, you will lose.
That still does not answer my question.
Well, if we're doomed, why are you going to support it?
I would see cruelty face my wrath again. After all, you literally convinced me to go with you. This wasn't my plan. You convinced me to come with you. Hey, yeah, that is a great question. Why am I going with you guys? I already got my ass beat once before.
I gave some logical arguments last time. We basically, in summary, giving him a second chance to fight the enemy.
Yeah, that's why he's here.
And hopefully make up for what happened in the past.
That's exactly what I said.
Yes, I know in practical terms what happened, but the logic here is not consistent.
It's friendship. It's the power of friendship, buddy. I don't know what else to tell you. He's here because of friendship. It's not because he wants to be. Friendship makes you do stupid stuff, dude. He's very intelligent. He's very, very smart. He's like, man, I guess I gotta be here. Don't get some friendship, buddy.
He still did not answer my question.
He thinks it's a doomed adventure. Whether you go and get the Spire's protection or not, he thinks it's a doomed. Which you guys are playing.
To me, that's not an answer. Out of character, this is like playing that Zelda Breath of the Wild game and you're entering a hot or cold environment. Without the proper clothing, you will die very, very, very soon.
So
just like we've been in these cold environments, we have this equipment. Without that equipment, will we suffer the same thing in cruelty's domain? Just like without cold weather clothing, we will freeze to death in the frozen north.
Correct, yes. You will be taking body turns, whether you be burning up or not. Yes, that is correct. So mechanically...
So there we go. So it is...
Yes.
So basically, we will not survive, or we won't get very far in cruelty's domain without the protection these spiders offer. Therefore, we need to find them.
However, you need to read the Draco Lich's aura. It helps provide protection.
I've been trying to get a single straight answer, and all I'm getting are.
So the Draco Lich has an aura of cold, right? The Draco Lich has an aura of cold. So as long as you stay within 100 feet or 30 feet of the Draco Lich, you will not suffer the consequences of cruelty's domain. Now, this is super metagaming, but I'm going to break it down for you, right? So as long as the Draco Lich is with you, you will not suffer the conditions. As long as you stay within, 30 feet of the dragon, or 100 feet of the dragon, right?
Well, that's handy, but it's also very risky.
Right. If you go and obtain the silks of the spider webs, right, you will not need the Draco Lich aura in order to protect you. Does that make sense? So mechanically, with the dragon with you, because of his aura of cold, he will afford you protection, but you have to be with Draco Lich. See how I don't want to get very metagamey in this?
Well, I didn't think that it would cancel out.
Yes,
I was thinking.
Yeah. So that's how it's going to
cancel out. It would simply cancel. They would cancel each other out. That was not something that was explained very well. Not to mention the whole other things that are just making it more confusing and makes it hard to figure out.
So the story is that the dragon and the heroes went and faced cruelty. They lost, right?
Yes, that we know.
All right.
That much we know.
So what is it that you're getting confused on?
Not so much now. Up until then, I was confused about a bunch of other things, and I'm not going to explain them.
Okay. Anything else? So mechanically, you guys are good. You guys are good, as long as the Draco Lich is with you. So if you guys go get the Spire things, the Draco Lich is going to leave because he's not needed, right? Mechanically. I really don't like breaking it down like this. Yeah.
Well, now that it has been, regardless of whether or not it was, the question just simply becomes, do we want to take the risk of meeting the Draco Lich at all times and need to stay close to the Draco Lich?
Right.
If the Draco
also,
Lich
the Draco Lich
defeated, we're all
too. Right. Yeah. That's something to consider as well.
Hence why, not to mention, I prefer the idea of us being self-sufficient. It's true we rely on each other as friends, but we need to be self-sufficient. We need to be self-reliant. And if the silks of the spiders provide that protection and that self-reliance, then by all means, we should acquire it.
So like Flurry Heart's like looking at you and like, speaking of like self-reliant, self-sufficient, where's Blizzard Star? And we get a camera angle and wandering over to Blizzard Star. Blizzard Star, what are you doing, buddy? Let's go and investigate the creature. Let's go. All right. You have 17 rounds. How would you like to approach this? Slowly try and sneak up. Okay, sure. Give me a body check as you attempt to sneak up upon this creature. Would you like to keep that 3? Yeah, okay. So as soon as you see it, as soon as you step into the area, the volcano flashes, right? You feel the earth rumble beneath you. You hear something in Old Ponish. Roll me a mind if you can see if you can understand this. Yes. You're not quite sure what he says, but you do depict a single name, and that is Yisnarnina Misty. Roll me a mind, which you got 16. You've encountered a spirit called Misty before. What do you mean batteries ran low? Should be charging. Is this not charging? Let me see here, guys. Let me plug it in. You mean the ice spirit from the mountains? Yes, that's correct. You recall that there was a ice spirit which you guys encountered made out of ice. And you nearly froze to death on your first encounter of her. You remember this. Blizzard Star. Yeah, she nearly froze you to death. She was looking for someone. Do you remember who it was? Yes. She was looking for warmth. She was trying to drain the warmth out of you. Damn near succeeded in killing you two. I believe you had two tokens on you. And damn near froze completely solid. I think one of you guys actually did freeze solid. Oh, it was you? Yep. Almost got bit. Yep, almost bit the dust. Almost got frozen solid. Yep. I believe you made like a little cocoon or something for yourself. Keep the chill out. Yep. And this intense heat, right? You have 17 rounds. You now have 16 rounds. It's like all these memories begin to like wash back over you. One of you guys got out a book and started reading about it. I believe you have a book with you. Would you like to consult it? Sure, I'll give you some history. Bruh, I don't know nothing, man. It's like, bruh, I don't like fire to begin with. This is scaring me, bro. This is fire, dude. This is lava. Bro, I'm sweating here. I'm sweating. It actually has a weakness to fire. So literally, it's some fear. Sure, what would you like to say to this creature that's in the fire? In the lava? You say Misty. Roll me a charm as you do this. Oh, buddy. You spend 3 tokens to auto succeed. Oh, okay. This is the time to do it. He rolls a natural 1 against my natural 20. Oh, buddy. Oh, it's like a world of pain. World of pain is coming to you. Oh my God! How are you? How's the power of friendship saving your buddy? Buddy. Oh my Lord! What is this sorcery? Now's the time to do it, man. Wow. Oh. This would have been a really ending campaign right here. So how'd you guys die? Volcano? Oh.
Well, at least it would have been a spectacular end.
That would have been amazing. Would have been an amazing end. Yep, I let my actions speak for themselves, not wishing to hurt it by showing a weapon or doing anything to show any hostile intent. But I think you have the markings of, was it Misty's like chapped lips on you? Something like that, right? Like she left like a little imprint of a kiss on you. That's what I'm probably going to go with. We see this like lava, right? Bubble and like burst out, right? As like a lava wave, just like at the mentioning of Misty. That's wild that you rolled that natural one. But spend 3 tokens. How does the tokens of friendship save yourself from this absolute disaster that was about to unfold? Tell me how the power of friendship saves your butt, buddy. Whew. Good thing we have this. Because oh yeah. So yeah, okay, all right. So whew. Whew. Lord. Oh. While he's typing this out, just go ahead and cross back over to the group that's still arguing and debating about mechanics. What's going on over here? Misty's like, hey, where is Blizzard Star? What is Luminescence and Summer Heart doing?
He went. Well, whichever way he went, let's go find him.
Okay.
Let's stick together on this.
We're just plotting a way to get to the spiders at this point. I'll have to go grab Luminescence on the way.
Somebody can teleport us there. That would save a lot of time.
No, I'm pretty sure that we can talk Glory Heart into it.
Glory Heart does have
The difficulty may be that Glory Heart has never been there that I'm aware of.
That's a ways to teleport. So the DC is going to be a heck of a challenge.
Well, it's not like we have. It's not. I don't see what other options we have. If we take the long way, we'll run out of time. Crystal Empire only has a few days left. Time is extremely precious to us.
So after this game session, it will be 3 days. So
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, time is extremely precious now.
Okay, so if we just walk there in this game session, then we'll be just fine.
If we walk there, we'll make it in 3 days.
No, he said that at the end of this game session, it will be we'll have 3 days left.
Right.
Right.
So if we manage to walk there and back in this session, we'll be fine.
No, we won't.
No.
Look at the map. The map is. We are not 3 days away from walking, much less getting back to the Crystal Empire.
Okay.
It's going to take. We're
Quick
here.
detour. Yep, quick detour. You guys are currently right here within this
Right.
cave system.
Correct.
The changelings are up to the north.
There's no way we can make it up there in 3 days if we walk.
If you guys flew, just as the crow flies, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Half that be 3.5 days.
So we cannot make it there by flying either.
That's like flying over mountains and stuff. That's like, I'm not sure how you guys want to do it.
It'd be
Teleportation is like the only way. Yeah.
So
And who knows where
take
that'll
a
go.
chance. Oh yeah, we'll call up Discord. It'll be great.
Yep, who knows how that go. We'll go back to Ponyville. Might as well just go back to Ponyville.
We've
So
got
you
3
guys
days
are-
to find the spiders, get the stuff, and confront cruelty, and hopefully get back to the Crystal Empire to do whatever needs to be done to restore the protection of it. And we don't even have the Crystal Heart for that anymore. I do not know what we can use to substitute for it.
Well, Cadence is currently the substitute. Cadence.
Correct.
Right.
Well, we've got to find something else to substitute for her. And the Crystal Heart is no longer an option, it seems.
What would you like to do, guys? As you guys are like talking this over, what's the battle plan?
Teleport to the changelings, find the spiders, get the silks of protection, return to Cruelty's domain and confront it. Fully prepared, I hope.
Sure. As you guys are discussing, talking, we head back over to what appears to be an active volcano. You hear, once again, the voice says the exact same thing. Vishnarnina Misty. Blizzard Star. Since you are currently within the dragon's aura, you no longer feel your armor beginning to melt away, and the cold around the lava begins to cool. What you guys do?
I call out for Blizzard Star to come back.
Before you stands a massive volcano. Inside of it is a figure of some sort. Blizzard Star says, I let my actions speak for themselves, not wishing to hurt it or show weapons or do anything to show any hostilities, even going so far as to show that I am a victim of hers by showing the mark she left behind. It appears before you. Within the lava, you can see it floating out, as if unharmed. Let me GM later. The token layer. Next. A massive creature emerges. Well, not a massive. A pony-sized creature emerges out of the lava. Because there is a clash of auras. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His aura. Sorry. The auras kind of cancel each other out, and the room temperature becomes normal as the spirit emerges from the flames. What do you do, Blizzard Star, as you finally see the creature emerge from it? It is on fire. Pony with lava wings, burning mane and tail, a skeletal-like features. As if its flesh was melted away long ago, only to be left behind as charred bones. Sure, give me a second. See if it understands you first and foremost. It's speaking in Old Ponish. Does anybody remember the story between the two? Holy. It replies back to you in perfect. Wow. In perfect comedy says, "You are not my beloved Misty. Where is Misty?" Actually knows Common or Ponish. I guess that makes sense since it's the closest, yeah. You have seen her. Is she safe from cruelty?
No, everyone suffers from cruelty.
My name is Pyre. Blizzard Star says, from what I can tell, she's still free and wandering, though she did try to take away my warmth. It is not you that she seeks, it is I. I was once a normal pony like yourself, but turned into fire. We are one and the same, Misty and I, a yin and yang. I am fire to her ice, and she is ice to my fire. You must bring Misty to me. Bring her to me. I cannot leave my bed of lava in this cold area. Bring my beloved to me.
Great. Another thing we need to add on to our list of things to do.
Hey, he's been waiting here for a long time. But now she couldn't understand me, and she tried to kill me, even though we were only traveling. He shakes his head and he says, my beloved would never do such a thing. Blizzard Star, I need you to roll me a mind. Yeah, there was something on your flank. Do you remember? There was a tattoo or a scar or something on your flank? Symbol of sorts. Do you remember? Hold on, 3 tokens. Okay, you automatically succeed. Blizzard Star, you had the marking of cruelty upon you. She thought you were cruelty's servant. She was trying to kill you because you were marked by cruelty. Blizzard Star says, oh, I almost forgot one of Cruelty's champions placed a curse upon me. He said that in a sad tone. Fire says, I am touched by cruelty, and so is my beloved Misty. You must bring her to me.
What we do?
What will happen? Blizzard Star says, what will happen? Want you to harm one another because of your polar opposites? Pyre shakes his head no. He's like, no. We are but two star-struck lovers who are separated by cruelty. So that we would never be together, he placed me into a pit of fire, and Misty he threw into the wind. You guys have read this story before. It's actually very famous, very old legend. It was old Ponish of like two star-struck lovers who were like thrown into the stars, and they were separated by the gods, never to touch, but always to be able to see each other. So you've seen this or heard of these legends before. It's just changed throughout the centuries. You have no idea. Cruelty is the evilest of the disharmonies. Blizzard Star says that, well, he's back and he's going to try and attack the Empire. Pyre says, yes, I am aware. I am he who keeps his forges running. It is I who forge his weapons of war. I think this is where, like, the rest of the group, like, turns the corner and sees you and this fiery spirit talking. You guys, like, say, like, whoa!
I'm just trying to recall exactly on the map where we encountered Misty. I know it was just like a day or so outside of the Crystal Empire.
Yeah, it was a really bad day.
If I have to guess, you want to want a shot at him too? My goal is to be with my Misty. I am but a slave in his service. A warforged master and nothing more.
We're gonna have to teleport back to a day outside the Crystal Empire into that area where we saw her.
Just assuming she's still there.
Assuming
Well,
she
at
is
least
still
we
there.
know how to get to the Crystal Empire.
I am but a slave, a servant. I do not wish to harm anyone, but to be reunited with my beloved.
Okay, we can work on that.
I love Misty so much. We have been away from each other for over a millennium.
Yeah, that's interesting. How are you both still alive?
I am a being of fire, and she is a being of mist.
Oh, yes, we felt
We are
that.
spirits,
Really.
enslaved to cruelty.
Ah, I see. That makes more sense.
Tell us about
Well,
Misty.
let's see.
Where would she go, usually before all this happened? It has
Well,
been-
we know where we encountered.
It has been so long, I do not remember. So much has changed, and I have lived within this volcano. I do not even know what the outside world looks like anymore.
Around here, Winter Wonderland.
Exactly. A prison of ice.
We know. Yes. Well, that's a shame. We know where we encountered Misty at one point, and it was a bit of a hard time. We were unable to communicate, but where would she go after that?
I do not know. She's always been the free spirit to wander the plains of the north.
I see.
So Chris, do you want to say your line?
That's just out of character. That's just a
Okay.
summary of a course of action. Although although after Blizzard Star is done speaking to Pyre, I would just explain that as a course of action for the rest of us, if that works out.
Blizzard Star asks, Pyre, you have my word. I will find her and bring her to you, even if it's my last one breath. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow, really?
That's serious commitment there.
That's a huge commitment. Oh, bruh. Bro. He says, I wish you luck.
Well.
Many have tried, many have failed. You are not the first to encounter Misty. Many suffer under her.
Yeah,
She's
we
the ice.
suffered from her activities as well. She nearly killed us at one point. But it would be nice if she found some love. I think it would probably be better for everybody, as she'd probably be a little less detached.
But you lived. But did you die? No. Yep. Could she have killed you? Yeah, oh yeah, she could have killed you. Yeah, if she wanted to. Damn near did.
Well, yeah, she wasn't even trying. She just happened to be moving through the area and nearly killed us.
Yep. That makes all the more reason to try to fix this. All I ask in return is the learn your magic as that's possible. He says, roll me a charm. It'll be an upgrade charm. Because you've made such a commitment. Oh my god! Would you like to upgrade that? See if it becomes a critical success. If you double it, if you get an 18 or above, he's definitely going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's going to do it, but the question is, like, is he going to give you a boom? It's like, bro, this is the closest I get to my love. Yeah, I'm going to take my chances with this dude. Like, bruh. Yes. Let's see what I got for you, buddy. Let's see what I got for you. He says, you will be my champion, Lizard Star. And he gives you a statue. A statue of a... What is this? Okay, so he reaches into the lava and, like, with his, like, hoof, and he just, like, draws out this massive creature. He says... Where's this at? It's on the GM layer. Because of your loyalty to me, Lizard Star, I will grant you one of my servants. But that's the wrong paste. It says, this is my pet blind lava drake. It will now serve you. He, like, takes it in this, like, massive form, and he, like, shrinks it and combines it into, like, this onyx statue, right? This black obsidian onyx statue that looks like a blind lava drake. Lizard Star, you obtain a blind lava drake as a statue. Once per adventure, you can summon this lava drake. Obsidian. Blind lava drake. Okay. He says, even though I cannot leave this area, my servant shall, and you will be blessed and boon with him. Gotta make a new object. New item. Lion Lava Drake statue. Sure. It will be Blizzard Star. He says it will take time for you to learn the pyromancy that you so desire. You will need to come back and learn all that you can. Blizzard Star. Save. Okay, I'll have to fix that, but there you go. You get a boon of a blind lava drake. As his servant follows you from now on. You are blessed by me. It is a statue. I have stats on it. Yep, right there. Stats. That is pretty badass. Perhaps too badass. Who cares? You know that he is immune to fire. He can burrow. His special attack is Burning Bite. That's an additional 1d20 of fire damage on a successful hit. Woof. So yeah, he makes this promise. He's like, that you are now bound to me. Holds the statue in his hands and takes it as a token of trust. Thank you, Pyre, and I hope that Luna and Celestia's name above you will be happy. It says, bring her to me, and you shall learn all of my secrets of how to hold fire. Return her to me. I think this is like where he like offers you like this hoof as he's like sinking down below the lava. He's like, return to me. He just sinks below the lava. Does anybody have anything else to say before he descends?
No.
Okay, cool.
Although Summerheart was thinking of a similar promise, granted his was a promise of love to Winter Rose. And his own, granted he made his promise to go to Equestria and save them, and that promise was fulfilled.
I think like Draco like warns you, he's like, be careful of promises that you cannot keep, little one.
Aside from that, I just suggested a course of action. It's going to require a bit of teleporting, but it's the only way we can get it all done for what time we have left.
Then what shall we do?
No, I explained it to the others. That's my decision. But obviously, what about the others? What do they think?
Flareheart's like, yeah, I'll teleport you guys. I don't know where, but sure, I'll teleport you. What's the worst that could happen? what's the worst that could happen?
We need to be spot on. But if we come together in friendship, I'm sure we can do it.
The Draco, in answering to Blizzard Star's question, Blizzard Star nods and heads out of the way, and then he's like you did to your love, Draco, and he looks at you and he says, love is one of the most powerful forces in the world. That is one reason why I'm alive now, and I am keeping my promise to my beloved. Although I may never be mended, I will mend her, or die trying.
Well, I look to Draco, and I place my hoof over the crystal rose heart I wear around my neck. I understand. You are not the only one, my friend.
Would you like to attempt to identify that?
It has already been identified. Yeah, I simply respond to the dragon in that mutual, compassionate understanding. And after that, I don't say anything further. I just await for my companions to see if we are in agreement on this. If we come together in friendship, we can. We got it. We've got to reach Misty and the spiders and get back here. All within 3 days.
Well, with that in mind, we should probably be going. This is a lovely conversation and very moving, but we do have deadlines.
That's what I've been trying to say all this time.
So who's splitting up? So who's staying? Who's going? Yeah, split the party.
Well, I'm going to visit the spiders. I don't know what everybody else is doing.
Okay. So Luminescence is going. I assume Fireheart is going.
Yes. So what do you mean by splitting up, Blizzard? So there's no misunderstanding here.
Right.
I'm not going to make assumptions on this. I want clarification.
Is the dragon going?
Draco has been adamant about staying here. I am not going to push him further on that. We will have to find Misty and reunite her with Pyre ourselves, just as we must find the spiders and their silks of protection to endure cruelty's domain.
So to be clear, this is the group that's going, correct? Draco is free to... Draco does not need... We will not force Draco to leave his horde and his mountain. Okay. But we do hope that we can find him again when we are ready to face cruelty head on. Roll me a charm. As Draco waves farewell to you. Let's see if he stays or goes, or what does he do? Roll me a... I had no intention of forcing him. So, well, if he does something wise or does something stupid, that's the question. Is he going to do something smart, or is he going to do something dumb? That's the question.
You can't play with any of the ones up by the computer.
Okay, it's a roll off. Roll off against yourself.
Yeah, don't talk.
Okay. So the dragon turns to you. He says, "My beloved, it takes priority. You understand this." Of course. We're not going to. We will not force you to accompany us on these side quests. Granted, one of them is crucial for our ultimate goal that we have agreed upon in facing cruelty. And then this is where we say goodbye. I must go and resurrect my beloved. Well, we have 3 days to do what we need to do. So, if this mountain is indeed cruelty's, the entrance to cruelty's plane of existence, since there are there's where we must be. There are multiple bloodstones all around the frozen north. This is but one. Well, we found some once, and they brought us to where cruelty's domain was. We know for surety where at least one of those points are. We can return to that one once we have reunited Misty with Pyre and have gotten the silks of protection from the spiders in the north. I wish you good luck. I wish I could come with you. But my beloved needs rescuing. You must understand this. And this task was appointed to us anyway. Are you sure?
I look to Flurry Heart. She and her mother. They appointed us this problem. This is our problem to solve.
Flurry Heart's concerned about the heart. She's like, Draco, if you don't return to the Crystal Empire, my people will die. Without the heart, what are we to do? If you fly off without the heart, what will become of my people? The descendants of your beloved, who has already perished, has been shattered and spread across the stars. I guess shattered across the land. And the dragon has no reply. He says, I must protect my beloved, no matter what happens. Blizzard Star says, don't worry, Draco, but we can still trust you will join us against cruelty when the time comes. He shakes his head no. He says, this will be farewell. I have my own goals and agenda that must be taken care of. Some might consider me selfish or greedy, but that is my nature. Is it wrong to love someone so much that you are willing to give a kingdom for him? Maybe then you might understand. Princess Flares are like, oh yeah, that's all good thing until we're like frozen to death and you're wandering the world. You guys forget that you are also losing the Crystal Heart, the Draco.
Yes, that is a bit of a problem. We're going to have a serious issue trying to save the Crystal Empire without it.
Mm-hmm. Blizzard Star, but would your love be happy to knowing that you let an empire she cared about be frozen and you let it happen? Without me, she wouldn't be together. And who knows? With my intervention or without it, it might yet fall. Don't forget, Sombra almost took over the Empire, and he was not there. His heart was, but he wasn't. And it almost fell. It almost came into possession of the Umbra. Or, who is it? Sombra. And actually, the heart fell several times. It's not like it's the first time it's fallen.
Well, that's true, but it was recovered and reinstated.
Stolen.
But then the question becomes, would the Drake come back to protect the Crystal Empire? Would he eat Sombra should he return?
Or would Sombra have control over him? Hmm?
Well, that also is an interesting question.
Yep. Yeah. Magic, baby. Magic can do weird things. And yet she would still be heartbroken and knowing Benny died and you did nothing. I have not done anything and she has not done anything for over a millennium. We are both aware of the consequences of our absence. Blizzard Star says that she did do something. She protected her descendants, and she would have believed in you and would have done the same. You are mistaken. She took my heart and used it to protect her people. How I will do the same. I will take my heart and protect her with it. Oh, what you gotta say about that, Blizzard Star? Oh, the only thing that's pure about him is his heart. That's the only thing that's good about him. He's a greedy, selfish dragon, buddy. And he's gonna be greedy for his beloved. Ain't nothing you guys gonna do about it. Maybe. I don't know. You might do something about it. Love, man. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Which is kind of funny because Summer Heart's kind of like, I'm not going to say shit.
Well, there's nothing I could say that would convince, that seems like that is setting things right. I have nothing to say when there's nothing that is worth saying.
Blizzard Star.
Especially
Blizzard Star says, no dragon is greedy or cruel. It's your actions that speak loudly. And I think that would have been disappointed knowing you're not the dragon she loved. So to be clear, all dragons have dragon greed. So that's like one of their defaults. So your assessment of a dragon is very, very wrong. Cruelty is probably learned, right? Yeah, I mean, look at Spike, right? He got an object from and gave it to Rarity. Right? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Yes, the fire ruby.
Yep. And he became a monster. He literally became a monster for her.
I don't exactly think he became a monster for her.
Right. It was his greed that made it a monster. And it was when he returned the gem. Or when she showed him the gem. Yep.
Yes, and reminded him of the dragon that she loved, not the monster he became.
So currently, his heart is just within the dragon, Lich, right? And he needs his Rarity to show him the way. She's not there. She's just a broken shard. She's broken, right?
Well, now, if we had the time to fix her, that would be great.
Not his beloved. That's like another adventure unto itself. That might be the next campaign. Hope the Draco Lich recover Princess Miyamura.
Well, that wouldn't be a bad idea, no.
I mean, that's like a campaign unto itself.
Of course.
Yeah.
One which I can make a pony character to gladly join in the quest. Find your shards or Princess Amore.
So that's like a totally different adventure and campaign. So here's the question, right? Are you guys going to let the Draco let you go? Are you guys going to do anything to stop him? Before you guys teleport? Okay.
What else can we do?
Flareheart, I need you to teleport.
Okay, let's see here.
I suppose the only thing I can think about for the moment is I'm not worrying about problems that we can't solve. I'm trying to focus on problems that we can solve.
Is that a natural one? Is that a natural one? That looks like
an unnatural one.
That's a natural one. Are you going to keep that?
No, I don't need to derail the campaign here.
You sure, buddy? You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
You sure you don't want to get that one? Are you going to
quite
reroll
sure, yeah.
or auto succeed? Are you going to reroll or auto succeed?
I think the only way we're going to succeed on this is that we have to auto succeed.
I am telling you
I
what,
tend to agree.
Because we
Missing
cannot-
our
we cannot
target
wait.
here would probably
I am telling you
screw us
what,
over entirely.
We've simply run out of time. We've just simply run out of time for any sidetracks. If we get lost, we will not have the time to make up for it.
Where are you teleporting to? Since you auto succeed, where are you teleporting to?
Oh, where's the spider's domain?
Okay.
I remember, we found right out here in this area of the mountain.
So currently, where are you guys teleporting to? First and foremost, Flurry Heart, where are we teleporting to?
Are we going to where the changeling? Are we going to where the changelings are and the spiders and get the silks, or are we going just outside of the Crystal Empire to find Misty and reunite her with Pyre?
We're going to see the spiders.
Okay. We're going to the spiders. Okay.
We'll probably have to teleport to the other one sooner, but
Okay. So the other party is right here. Where there are multiple levels to the changeling hive. Where are you guys going?
Whichever chambers appear to go downward.
Do you want to go to the Queen's chambers? Let's see here.
yes, let's start off there. We'll ask if they know anything about the spiders.
Okay. So you're teleporting to the Queen's chambers. Queen's chambers. Okay. Okay, we have a lovely selection here. Paste the new bodies. Delete the old ones. You teleport to the Queen's chambers. Here you see what appears to be a delightful, but not completely fully changed, changeling hive. What do you guys do as you approach the Queen and her royal guards?
Announce ourselves and bow graciously to show respect.
Indeed.
Okay. Let's see here. Change. Okay.
So yeah, Your Majesty, and he bows. We're announcing ourselves and showing the proper respect. And apologize for appearing in such a spontaneous way.
My friends, you have come. Why? What has ailed you? You have saved my kingdom. It is good to see you that you have returned. Have you heard any news of deceit?
Aside from encountering what we believe was deceit outside the lodge of the gift givers, deceit was swiftly dealt with by the gift givers themselves.
Well, that is good. Why have you returned? If you have already defeated deceit, have you just come to celebrate?
We haven't defeated deceit.
Oh,
Deceit has not. That was only a temporary victory. Our problem at Hoof is the forces of cruelty. in the south. We believe that in order to survive cruelty's environment, we rely on special silks of protection that can only be woven by certain large spiders we believe inhabit the deep parts of these northern mountains. And we will show them this document, if it is a document that shows the symbols of the falls.
She says, I know of what you speak of. You are referring to my baby swaddling. She leads you over to the egg chamber. Do you follow her?
Oh, yes.
Please lead on, Your Majesty.
She leads you over. She leads you up into the egg chamber, of which she has hundreds, if not thousands, of eggs. She leads you into the. Come on, upload. There it is. And paste. She leads you down the stairs into the egg chamber. Okay, let's delete that. There she brings you over to the baby changelings and the drones that are taking care of it. Within their swaddling clothes, you see several diapers of some sort of strange silk. Is this of what you speak of? You quickly realize that the baby diapers in which they have are literally spider silk. So throughout the centuries, these silk capes, clothing, whatever they once were, have been reduced to baby swaddling clothes. What do you guys do as you come to this realization?
Well, this is going to be. Well, this is embarrassing.
Not quite what we had in mind. Do you know where these originated?
She said yes. When I first came here, a couple years back, I discovered that this place was full of treasures. And in doing so, I found these silk swaddling clothes. They were rags at the time, and I used them for my first children, and so on and so forth.
Oh, so you just found them here. You didn't ever meet any spiders that would have produced them?
Oh, let's see here. Give me a second. Let's see if she's... she said all that were here were corpses. Something had slain them earlier. The spires that you refer to were nothing more than husks. Something had taken and destroyed them.
I see. Interesting. How deep does the hive go?
There are chambers that even my changelings have not gone diving down. I would not recommend ponies going.
Is it possible that is where the spiders had fled?
She says if there have been spiders here, they would have surely made an appearance by now, but there have been none, other than the corpses. Those we got rid of a long time ago.
They may have been hiding from you. Until recently, you may not have been the most gracious of hosts.
She smiles at this and she says, well, trust me, we would have used them up if they were still around.
Interesting.
Don't forget, they've been here for 2 years. Over 2 years now.
Yes, but they also stated that there are certain depths to which they have not delved.
You should you should speak with the fungi people, the ones that we used to harvest.
Yes, they were an interesting bunch. Well, that sounds like a good place to try.
Let us go forth then.
Sure. She leads you down into the fields. They're not really fields, but they are the changeling food chamber. You guys have been down here before. This is how the changeling hive has been able to thrive, quote unquote. She leads you down here, and here you can see the orange and blue agari, the race of which they have been feasting upon.
Right.
They are sentient mushrooms. Weak and delicate, and they are capable of... so they cannot speak, but if there is some way that you can communicate with them, they are intelligent, which they are quite capable of doing so.
I think we have a few options then.
As someone who is used to not speaking vocally, I will simply make some pictures to help communicate them.
Okay.
Pictures that indicate us, one of cruelty, one of the spiders.
As you start drawing and stuff, the agari like flee from you, right? They in a slow fleeing way, the mushrooms begin to wander away from you. Fearful. They rolled a natural 1 as you draw cruelty, right? You draw cruelty, and then they're just ah, and they're silently fleeing you. Roll me a
As far
charm.
as that goes, I'd say it's a positive sign. It seems like they are familiar with this particular threat.
Yeah, would you like to keep that too?
I will spend 1 token to reroll.
Sure. I'll give him a second chance. Charm. So one of the Agari, right, as they try to flee from the symbol of cruelty, one of them is brave enough to come up to you, and then lifts its hat, and then nods at you. Still fearful, but it nods in recognition.
I then sort of point to us as a team, and then I just stomp my hoof down on the picture of cruelty, simply to say we're going to crush cruelty.
Roll me a charm with an upgrade. Because they want that too. Shit. Okay. Well, they correctly found, right? And you succeed them. So I am hearing a lot of voices.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that.
I then indicate the spiders and how to. Let's see.
The mushrooms begin to waylay on the piece of paper with cruelty on it. So they're beating the paper with you as you're doing that. It's slow.
I will remove that part. I just drew cruelty in one of the corners. I will just tear that corner off and let them stomp on it to their heart's pleasure. I then do a drawing of the spiders.
Okay.
And how to word this in that we need their help.
Their eyes widen recognition as you show them the symbol of the spider. And they nod their heads
Let's see. I think an appropriate picture to draw then would be to have the spider. One of its legs is out, and then I draw a simple sketch of a pony with its hoof out, symbolizing friendship.
Sure.
Or the need to make contact.
Sure. Roll me a charm as you're trying to relay this message. Oh wow, it's a roll off. You get an upgrade, but so do they. Oh, okay. So they like nod, right? And like understanding, right? And then they start pummeling the paper again with cruelty symbol on it.
Well, I just let them, but I then just simply point a hoof to the picture of the pony and the spider holding hoof to leg in symbolism of both friendship and the need to make contact.
The Agari look at the picture, look at the spider, and begin pummeling the cruelty picture again.
Okay. Something else to draw. Something that symbolizes search. I do not know if they understand. The question is, can they understand question marks?
Well, they can't speak, so asking a question is kind of redundant.
But they cannot understand symbols of alphabets and written languages.
So they are sentient, right? They are a sentient fungus, but
they can only respond to pictures. They cannot respond to They cannot respond to writing.
Mm-hmm.
So how to picture something that indicates we need to find them? Just some picture. I'll just draw some picture. I can't think of anything out of character. Some picture that explains we need to find the spiders.
So once again, they look at the spider symbol.
Right.
They look at the picture of cruelty and begin pummeling it.
Right. And I tore that part off for them to enjoy.
Yeah. Which they were pummeling for. But then they shake their head no. Then they go back to the spider. And then they walk back over to the symbol of cruelty and start pummeling it.
I do a drawing of 3 spiders symbolizing a group, a community.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do a symbol of cruelty over them. I then proceed to draw symbols of death next to each of the spiders, one by one, as if to indicate, did cruelty slaughter them all?
So as you mark out 2 of the 3 spiders, the mushroom stops you on the 3rd. And then once again takes that 3rd spider, walks over to cruelty and starts pummeling it.
May I have your attention, please? The library will be closed in 30 minutes. The computers will shut down in 20 minutes.
We got 30 minutes, boys. Yep.
I'm racking my brains for what he's trying to explain. Did cruelty capture the last one? Is there one still alive? Yeah, two. So 2 of them are. So most of them have been wiped out, but there is still at least one, or a portion of the spider civilization is alive, or has survived. That's what I'm hoping has has been determined, but does cruelty have them captive? Wanders over to cruelty and smacks the symbol of disharmony, yes. I asked
I know your character is smart, though. Summerheart, roll me a mind.
Right.
Yep.
Out of character, I'm trying to piece this together.
I get you. But I think you're trying to... Yeah, so your character is much smarter. So you remember the forces of Equestria almost falling to the forces of cruelty. Your eyes widen in recognition as you're like, okay, these spiders were attacked by the forces of cruelty. The population, 2/3 of the spiders were slaughtered, and the other third, they don't know what happened to them. And wanders over to cruelty, or the symbol of cruelty, and pummels it. You also recognize that these mushrooms were also sold into slavery by cruelty to the changelings, which is how they got their stock here.
So the question is, cruelty has captured the spiders or corrupted them like cruelty was trying to do to the yaks of Yakistan?
It's a safe assumption.
But if cruelty has captured them, we need to find out where. If cruelty has corrupted them, we still need to find out where and find a way to free them of cruelty's influence. So the next question would be, where can we find the 1/3 of the spiders who are still alive? A symbol that asks that question, where can we find the one spider, symbolizing the survivors?
Sure, they show you the sign.
So cruelty has them?
No, they show you a symbol of a piece of paper you have.
Okay. Which symbol is it? Which symbol is it? Which symbol did I draw? Okay, yeah, the symbol in the falls. Okay.
A cave.
There's the spiders. Yes, there's cruelty. Then there is the cave on the dragon's left wing. Is that not the cave that we were just in a short while ago, or is there actually another cave that we need to find?
You're fairly confident it's the cave you left, just to be clear.
So the spiders were there all along, and the dragon either lied or simply did not know better.
He was unconscious for 1,000 years. What do you know?
Cannot see why the dragon would have lied intentionally.
He didn't.
The dragon was simply in error.
The dragon has no idea what the spiders are.
All right, so then we were in the right place to where the
need to dig a little deeper.
We just needed to go deeper into the mountain.
Yeah.
All right.
Just got to avoid the lava, apparently.
Right then, we shall have to return there. Then.
Yeah. This is why we need to have better long-range communication. Could have been a simple phone call.
Only there was a way to send a message. It's the only way to send a message.
That's the whole trouble about Equestria in Generation 4's time. I mean, in Sunny's time, they have cell phones.
Well, yes, but even in G4 time frame that we're talking, Spike had a basically instant means of telecommunications, spit out messages from Celestia in pretty much real time. So,
as far as I know, he was the only source of that kind of service. Everything else was snail mail.
Well, yes, we need to expand upon that. We need to make this magic more readily available.
Does anybody have like a tainted book or anything like that?
Oh yes, there is one of those running around.
Does anybody have one of those?
I do not carry one in my inventory.
Okay, well, I think this is where we're going to end this episode as we consider all the options that the players are going to choose.
Well, new course of action. Return to the mountain. Find the spiders. If they are captive, we free them. If they are corrupted, we free them. Get what we need from them. Take care of Misty and Pyre. And then arm ourselves to confront cruelty.
Oh, in less than 3 days.
All in less than 3 days, yep. So let's be clear here. The sun is set on the first day, right here, right? So we have 3 days left, right? Does that seem fair and reasonable to everybody?
Well, yeah, I understand where you're at. No problem.
All right. We will see you folks in the next video. Bye.